Hi friends, my name is Anupriya. Welcome to your English class. This session is all about adjectives. But these adjectives are very confusing. When we use them, so we know actually we got a problem that exactly where we should use it. So that's why I'm going to tell you that we are going to learn some common confusing adjectives. In other sense, you're going to increase your vocab also. You'll have new words, or you can say you'll learn these words to use in different forms. Now, speaking of the first pair of the adjectives, two words, but I'll say it is a pair. Why? Because you can see all these words which we are going to learn today are kind of synonyms, means they are similar in their meanings. And that's why the confusion takes place, that where we can use it because they are very much similar in their meanings. So, what is the right place to use? What is the right place to use? It is the right place to learn. Small versus little. Both of the words are near in their meaning, but where we can use it? That's the problem, and that's I'm going to tell you. When we say small and when we say little, the thing comes in your mind, something very much short. So what in short? Taking the first one is small, that is used for size or dimensions. Example is, I have a small dress in my wardrobe. So when I'm saying I have a small dress, I'm talking about the size of my dress, right? I'm not saying that I have little dress. No, I'm saying I have a small dress in my wardrobe, or I have a small bag as well. The size of my bag is small, right? So here I'm talking about the size. Or you can say, if I have asked you to get me something, suppose I asked you to get me a muffin, big one, right? Because I love muffin. So you are saying I have small one. So you are telling that you have a small muffin left in your tiffin. So here also we are talking about the size of something particular things. Now, if we ask you, or if I ask you that, or you tell me that my brother is so small. So when you say my brother is so small, you say the size or height of your brother, right? You're not going to tell that the age of your brother. So small means your brother must be 5 feet 2 in something, or 2 feet 3 inches, something like that. Size of your brother is small. So in that sense, you are not telling the stages of your brother, you are telling the size of your brother. So this way we have said that where we can use the word small. But just because little, the word little is also carrying the same meaning. So to make the confusion away, let's learn the use of little. Now, use for uncountable quantity. It seems very, irritating. Use for uncountable quantity. What it is? Explaining more, I say, if suppose you're making tea for me. So you're asking me, how much milk would you like to have? I say, little milk. So, little milk is something that give me some amount of milk or little amount of milk. Another thing, little amount of milk. When we say amount, so we never say something. You can use small amount also, but depends upon the context. Exactly what is the context going on a stanza or in a sentence. Depending upon the context, we use small amount or little amount. So little amount, something when you're not sure that how much I need to have, and say give me some little amount. So like I said earlier, I have a small, like my brother is so small. So my little brother, when I say little brother, here we are not going to talk about the size of a brother. Here you are talking about the status of your brother, that you have a younger brother, right? So that is what little brother. Now, like we expressed little amount, so little word shows the amount of something, that I'm little tired. So little word here explaining the amount of my tiredness. I'm little tired, it means that I'm somewhat tired today because I have spoken a lot and gave a lot of lessons. So I'm little tired. In this section you can say, can you give me place to sit? I will say I have little space left. Very little space left means you cannot sit here. So in this way we have seen that how we use little word for uncountable quantities where we cannot count anything, whether it is little space, little milk, right? Or like we said that my brother is so little. Little brother means younger brother. So in all ways we have seen that we are using little for uncountable quantity. Coming to the next one, which is big versus large. So when we say large, you find something very much wide, right? Now when we say big, so it's quite big. It's a kind of a strict and formal word. But the meaning is same, because earlier I have also mentioned that they are the synonyms. And here also I repeat that we use these words depend upon the context in the sentence, that what exactly situation is taking place. Because definitely the meaning is same, and it's not said to use both of the words in the same sentence, right? So let's see that way we can use both of these words. For stature, we use big. For big, we use big for stature. What does stature mean? Stature means explaining the status of something, right? So, Big Boss, the favorite kind of show that you watch on TV. You guys must be loving it. So, Big Boss, here it's not about the size of your boss or the size of a particular program. Big Boss is showing the status of a person. Yeah, that's why we are using Big Boss. We are not saying large boss. When we say large boss, means that I'm talking about the size of a particular person. Big brother, it means, yes, I have big brother means I have elder brother. Again, there's a status of my brother. My brother is elder than me. So that's why big brother. Suppose if I say she's having big business, right? So big business doesn't mean that the size of business is what. Big business that she is really doing very good in her career. That's what the big business means. If I say the business is so large, it means her business must be having lots of branches. Her business must be having lots of segment in itself that can be counted. So large business about size of the business. And when I say big business, it means about the that she is doing so good in her life. That's what big business. If I say there's a big event or that is a big day of my life, you must have heard this phrase, a very beautiful phrase. That's going to be a big day of my life. So when we say big day, so what do you think? A day is going to have more than 24 hours? No, that's not meant. A big day means something very important for you. The day is going to be very important for you because it's gonna be something important take place in your life. We never say large day. No, we say big day, because when we say large day, it means that the day is going to have more than 24 hours. Or big event also, a very important event. When we say large event, it means more people in the event. That's what the large event. I need a big cup, right? So big cup, it means the size of the big cup. But when we say I need the large one, it means I'm talking the wide mug. I'm talking about the depth or cut of the mug. I need the wide one. So in this way, we have seen the difference between big and large. Large goes size. You must have seen when we go to buy dresses in the shops. So there in the size we see small, medium and large. We never see big. Do you see? No, because that's not over there. So large size of dress, large number of people. There you can count the people, how many people were there. So when we say it was a large event, that is also right. And when we say it was a big event, that is also right. But as I explained, depend upon the context, that what is the context going in a sentence. Next and last is tall versus high. Both of these words used for the same meaning, and that is for measuring things. Things in terms of living and non-living both. So when we take the word tall, it is used for people, animal, building and trees for measuring their height or telling their height. Examples, she is tallest in the class. It means the height of the girl is most in the class. It means there is no other girl or boy in our class who is taller than her. So that's why we are using tallest. Building, I have seen a very tall building next to my street. So we are using the word tall here for the building. Oh my god, the tree was so tall yesterday. I saw and it fell down just because of the storm. It rained so heavily. For trees also we are using what? Tall. Now coming to high. When we use word high, the definition, look at this, a long way from ground. Something which is wide in their size and a long way from the ground, it means large in its height. Then we use high. I saw such a high mountain. Mountain is wide in its size and definitely long in its height. So that's why we use high mountain or high ceiling. The ceiling of this room was so high, or the clouds were so high in the sky that I cannot touch it. So in this way, we have seen that we use the word high when something is above from the ground and we cannot touch it. The word height, like when we ask, what is your height? This has taken an origin from the same word, which is high. So that's what the difference is. You must have heard a word in your home when there's, blink in the light or power. So we say the voltage is so high. So voltage is so high is nothing to do with its, size or depth or something like that. It's a common phrase that we use. So in this way we have learned a lots of adjectives and their uses because they are synonyms also, the meanings are same, but next time when we're going to use it, not going to commit any mistake because difference is clear to us. That's all for this session.